Okay, here we go, Libra. Queen of Cups, crossed by Queen of Swords. Do you have some women in your life that have some opinions about things? Let's see. The Tower, lessons through destruction. Tens. Tens are always great. Threes. Another 10. Right alongside of each other. So it does look like you're resolving some things. Libra. Strength is here. Page of Swords. Can be a child or a message. 2 pages. These feel like messages. These feel like messages. Okay, Libra, let's get started. Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups, she is an exalted creature. Most queens are, if they just stand for the situation. Although this can be a person, and cups are water, so that's Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This does feel like it's a person. So this may be a main focus person that you are either working with. It can be a female or a male. The cards do not dictate gender, but this does feel like it's someone that is a reliable person. This feels like a friend, an advisor, somebody that you trust. Again, this is a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. And it's somebody you feel really comfortable with opening up with. It does not feel like it's a love position as in soulmate position, but it does feel like someone that you love and respect very much. Now, the Queens of Cups, they're very kind. They're creative, they're visionaries, and they can also be psychics as well. So it can stand for creative endeavors. So if you Libras are getting ready to do some creative things, it looks like the go-ahead has come. But for the most part, this does feel like an advisor. This feels like a friend, someone that you have great love and respect for that is kind of helping you narrow your focus a little bit and bounce ideas off of for creative endeavors. What crosses you, here's the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, she's a bit of an overthinker. She's an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. This can be a man or a woman. And I believe this stands for the situation. And, Queens of Swords are also intuitive, creative, mentally accurate, and have a keen intellect and like to communicate. So make sure that you're communicating clearly with love and compassion. This may be someone who's pulling you in a direction that does not feel comfortable, and you may have to communicate how your feelings are. So it does look like at the same time you're reaching out and getting information that you may have to put your hand up for other people who are a little bit more wanting things from you that you may not be able to be forthcoming about, or doesn't feel comfortable for you. But it does feel like you need to have some communication, some clear communication with somebody who's extremely needy. And it does feel like it's an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, if it does represent a person. But be very clear with your communication. The Queen may have showed up just to remind you to be clear, speak from the heart, be clear with your boundaries. So moving up into the 4, and this is kind of a contemplative place where you're really taking a look at, should I stay? Should I go? Should I join a church? Should I go back to school? Should I change my job? So it does look like you're kind of contemplating your next step, but it also feels like your next step is right in front of you and you're not really paying attention to what it is right in front of you. It may feel too good to be true. So this could be in a dating position, this could be in a work position, or creative endeavor of some kind. So pay attention to the things that are right in front of you, Libra. Sometimes it's not as deep as we like to think it is. All right, the Tower is here. That's lessons through destruction. It is in the past position. So this tells me there is something that you're recovering from or that you resolved recently that was a very difficult situation. This could be anything from divorce, lawsuit, injury, medical problem. So it does look like something that just kind of came out of the blue and that you've been having to deal with. This also could be a sudden death that you've had to deal with, something that kind of hit you in the head, you didn't see coming, like a bolt of lightning that really disturbed and rocked your world. So it does look like it is in the past position. So this could be in the immediate past, or it can be a long time ago and something that you're still dealing with or have just resolved. It is in the past position, so that does tell me things are getting a little better for you. And this card kind of validates that it's getting a little better for you. This is kind of like the happy home. Pentacles, this is 10 of Pentacles. These are the earthbound things. So this could be relationships, this could be money, education, but it does feel like things are coming a little bit more into focus, and it does feel like there was a little dissidence in your family space. And it does look like this had something to do with it. So, this could be a sibling that made a really bad choice that affected mom or dad. This could be the death of a parent, something like that, argument between siblings. Pardon me. I'm trying to get over a cold right now, so I may be coughing and sneezing a little bit, but I'm going to push through it. Anyway, my apologies. So this is the 10. It does look like resolution has happened. There's a little more happiness to the home, a little more happiness to the nuclear family. And this feels like it's on the big picture. So this is the whole family. So mom, dad, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, nieces. So it does look like there has been some resolution on a big scale with family, that people are now talking a little bit more and finding joy in each other's presence, or just generally accepting the differences without judgment. So it does feel like things in the family are doing better at this time. The future card is the 3 of Pentacles. So you've got a lot of motion here happening right now. And the 3 of Pentacles is about balance. It's about mind, body, and spirit. For many, it can be like wandering back into church or to yoga or meditating, but it's collecting information on a higher level. So it raises you above. So these are higher chakra things. This is, getting in touch with the God of your heart. Meditating, praying, going back to church, things like that, or just finding, if you walk in the atheist world, that's fine too, but finding the answers to the higher questions and feeling okay with it. It feels like there's some solace, there's a little more peace in your heart and in your mind because of this information that you have either stumbled upon or incorporated into your life. So there is a little bit more calmness to you and some resolution to some difficulties of the past, Libra. You have another 10 here. This is also happy home. This could be possibly a new relationship or just finding the joy in the current relationship you have. It also can be opening your heart and being ready to have the big picture, success in all aspects of your life. But this does look like some joyfulness on the home front, and this feels like it's in the immediate home, not the this is the nuclear family, not the extended family. And it does feel like you've come to some resolutions. You may have a new roommate that's working out really well, or you may have left a neighborhood and gotten into a new neighborhood. But the changes that you have made over the last couple of months are now starting to show some progress and some positiveness over those changes. But it does look like you're a little happier with yourself and happier with your home environment. So whatever difficulties were happening the last couple of months, it does look like they have been resolved. The Strength card is here. This can also stand for a Leo. So is there a strong Leo in your life, Libra, that is guiding you? Strength, though, is basically pulling yourself up from your bootstraps, kind of not dwelling on the past, but really doing the hard stuff, saying the hard words. And it does look like that has happened. It is all on this line here. And it is right above the joyful card of your home as well. So it does look like you're getting stronger and stronger and stronger in your certainty and in who you are as a person and your gifts out in the world. It does feel like this karmic or the infinity sign is lighting up for me. So it does look like you are welcoming people into your life and into your heart that are of substance. You are no longer kind of placating those friendships that are one-sided, that you are only giving your energy and attention to the things that matter in this world. So you're getting stronger and stronger in your words and in your deeds. The Page of Swords is here. Of course, pages can be messages or children. These pages, they're right here next to each other, so they do feel more like they are situations or messages. So the Page of Swords, you know, she can be very cutting. This is a news of problems or difficulties, can be troubles that relate to a young person probably. So check those emails, check the mailbox, pay attention. So there may be some messages of a problem that you may be able to cut off before it starts to happen. The next one is the 6. The culmination card is the 6 of Wands, and that is an exalted card. That is, you know, 6s come after 5s, and 5s are usually a little bit tumultuous, a little problematic. So it does look like some of those problems have been resolved. But this is an exalted one. This is when someone pays attention to your hard work and you will be notified or you will be recognized for your hard work. That could be your raise. That could be your boss just simply telling you you're doing a good job. It could be, you know, a professor in school just honoring you for your hard work. It does look like you are healing yourself and you're becoming more and more comfortable in your own skin and feeling more comfortable with the positive attention that you are getting at this time. But it does look like an honoring, and most likely the honoring comes verbally, not like financially, although it can be a raise if you've been doing a good job at work. One side of this is the Page of Cups, and Page of Cups are love messages, marriages, engagements. It also means take an emotional risk. So are you ready to connect your heart with someone? I don't see an outstanding love stuff here. So you may be ready to take a leap of faith into a relationship or improve the current relationship that you're in. But it does normally dictate an emotional risk. But who knows, you may be getting a marriage invitation to a marriage in the mail, something like that. So pay attention to the messages. It does look like one is kind of a warning and one is a welcomed love message. On the other side of this, we have the 8. This is the 8 of Cups, but it does look like you've had to walk away from something emotional. Cups are emotions. And it's water, it's flowing, it's fluid. So it does look like something emotional. You had to just put your hands up in the air and go, that's it. It's not like you gave up, but it wasn't serving you to either fix this problem or continue the fight or continue the relationship or continue living where you lived or the job. But it does look like something you just had to walk away from, even though it had a promise of something in the future. Sometimes the realities are much greater to deal with than the promise of what this can turn into. So it does look like something that you just decided, that's it, I'm done, and walked into the unknown. That can be, you know, leaving a relationship, whether it's a love relationship or whether it's a friendship. Could be leaving a job, up and moving after, you know, many years of trying to figure out stuff. But it does look like it was the right choice for you, and it does feel like you got really pissed off about it, and that was the deciding factor, that it's time to go. You did search your heart. The moon is here, and that's our intrinsic side. So it does look like you searched your heart and you tried very hard to make this stuff happen and to help the people involved. It just was not propelling you into your greatness. It was holding you back. So it was a good thing that you let go and you can walk in to your world and really focus on what you need to do for you instead of, you know, overhealing everyone else that's not ready for it. So that is your general reading, Libra, for the month of February. And I'm going to throw a couple of these chakra cards. They're one-word cards. You know, I like that. It's down and dirty. Rejection. So don't let your fear stand in the way of your greatness. We're going to hear a lot of no's before we hear the right yes. Do not give up because of rejection. Do not give up because of fear. And perception. It does look like how you perceive things has changed with that leaving this emotionally vacant situation. It has switched your perception, and it has gone from one set to another, and it's a little bit more centered, singular focus on yourself, which is really important, Libra. I know that you gift everyone else these wonderful healing gifts that you have. I have a Libra friend. I call it Captain Save-A-Ho. Sorry. That's what I call it. And it's time to stop that. It's time to let people experience their own lessons, know that you can't save them, and now it's time to refocus your perception onto you.